Hey guys, I'm Adora and today I'll be showing you how to do this simple transition on Funimate. So first you're going to transition the image you're going to use onto the screen. You want it to completely cover the screen. This will just make your life easier in the long run, trust me. And then ahead of time I went and cropped the image into two separate images. I took a 45-degree angle and just went straight across and divided them into two. I used PixArt to do this, but if you're really good at aligning things on Funimate, you can use the crop tool as well. And then you're going to line these up. You want to line them up almost identically to the image underneath. Trust me, it'll make your thing look way neater and less choppier. The neater and less choppier your craftsmanship looks when you're making an edit, the better your edit is, trust me. You always want to strive for perfection or neatness when doing your transitions because you don't want to rush through it. Rushing through it is what makes it look bad. But with these images, you're gonna move the position to as far as you want them to spread out, and you want the position points for both images to end at the exact same point so it's equal. And then you also want them to move in equal distance, so take the distance you're going to be spreading them apart from and just estimate how far it would be divided by 2, or just spread it equally if you don't understand what that means. I put one of the lines on it that changes the speed. I don't know the right name for it, but I personally think it makes transitions look better when the speed is fast to slow or slow to fast, or changing at an interval. Then I type the text out, and when you use the text, I recommend making a wider space if you're using a very little text, or I recommend using a smaller space between the images if your text is going to be longer. Now, using position, look, the position doesn't have to line up with the position of the images. You can do this however you want, but you're gonna want to make the words move in at the same time the images are splitting apart. So I recommend making the starting position point the same as the split triangles. I personally think it'll look better, and I also put a speed thing on this. And then you're gonna make two sets of lines. I'll tell you where the second set comes from, but first we're just gonna make one line. You're gonna align this with the 45-degree split. So to line it up, you just need to go to rotate and then change it to 45 degrees. And then you want it to be directly over where you split the triangles. And then you're gonna line up the position with this line to the other images and make them move in the same direct area. I just did one for the moment, and then you go and duplicate the image, and then you're going to go to the second position point of this duplicated line and then change it to the other side so it'll be equal as well. And then with this line, I extended it so I can make it come in nicely, because you don't want the line to just pop up on the screen. That's messy. So to make my life easier and hopefully yours, I just used intro. And I lined up the intro with right before the position moves. And then what I'm about to do, this whole part, I'm not gonna really explain anything on. I was just trying to change the speed of the text in the middle. It was an unnecessary thing to do in this edit, but I didn't like it at first, so I was just fixing it. When you're editing something, I recommend just try new things. Don't just try to accomplish what you're